And we're now doing the rice. For the rice, all the simple ingredients: sea salt, curry powder, oregano, and basil. These go well with tomato bases. So we're actually putting them back in the spice rack because I brought them out so you could all see them. But that's what it is, folks. I think spicy in here because we've got all the spice in our chicken. And of course, brown rice. And I'm used to doing it just by ear, by feel of hand. You'll need your water at a full boil before you put in the rice anyways. And then when it's done, for instant rice I don't use the unprepared versions, unfortunately. I should, but it takes a little bit more time. That and the last time I tried them I had a bad experience, which isn't an excuse, it's just me being fearful. Now that it's at a full boil, I can dump in my rice. You'll want to add a little bit of oil. During, before or after, I'm going to add just a dollop during the boil. It's amazing how it changes things. And then add in my rice until I feel enough resistance. And that would be sufficient enough. Now that that's there, bring it down to 1, you cover it and you let it simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. While it's getting itself ready, let me show you what the chicken looks like. It's almost like a kitchen cacciatore. Or did they say chicken? Anyway, you know what I mean. The water's been consumed. The chicken is so tender it cuts itself. So we put this here, let it out. The oven's already closed. Close my light. And I have to deal with a very big mess. But it's worth it. Doing all of this. Next comes the taste test, and that'll be as soon as the rice is ready. That won't be immediate. We'll give it a good 10 minutes. And we're back after doing this at low simmer for 10 minutes, covering it, putting it aside for 5. This is the end result. This is our rice. And if you can do it more often for brown rice, I do recommend it for you folk because it's always good for your health. It's better than white rice in most cases, especially the processed instant ones. They tend to be bleached. So I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of rice. Small portion of chicken. Looks like red curry, doesn't it? So, we'll see if this is actually edible. Good chunk of chicken with rice. Could use a little bit of flavor, possibly even just a little bit of something sweet. If you want to add some molasses to it, that could possibly do it. Or blue agave syrup, 1 or 2 teaspoons, just to say that it's counteracting the acidity of the actual tomato paste. I didn't put it in, but it still tastes delicious. You can actually taste the habanero pepper heat inside the chicken, not just outside. Never talk with your mouth full. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope that you'll all try it. But remember to add some variation to it if you want to add vegetables to it. Some vegetables will actually sweeten it. If you actually add some red cabbage to it, it'll actually add some fiber. If you add carrots, baby carrots, or carrot slices, it'll actually add some sweetness to it, some natural sweetness. You could even go so far as using apples thrown into it. Actually, that's something that would taste delicious. Or actually, without adding it into the recipe while it's cooking, cube your apples about this big. After you've cored them, peeled them, and top your dish with it. I guarantee it'll be the best thing you've ever tried. Trust me on it. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you cook with your friends and family, and you cook for the fun of it, if not for the stress relief. And from me, Nick, TDC Moncton, have a nice one.